as always, the conversation before the camera turns on, that's the one that's going to lose everyone. Their jobs.
Endorsements.
Everything.
Family, their life.
Families. All of that.
Mate, that's not your family.
Not your family.
You lot need Jesus.
Family will back you, but Jesus Christ.
Not my mom.
No, not yours. Oh, yeah.
Congo.
Jehovah.
Oh, Ross.
That's a nice name.
What, Jehovah?
Is that a name? You said
Nah, that's not her name. She's just a witness.
This is a special episode. This is always a special episode because
We're talking about my age mates.
you wish. In Football Manager, yeah, when you sign a 23-year-old, you can call him a hot prospect. But when he gets to 24, you look at the status, and it's just grey. You have to pick backup, squad, first team, indispensable. What does yours say?
I'm a hot prospect.
24.
Nah.
surplus to requirements.
I saw your birthday's next month, cuz.
Yeah, it's next month. But let me show you something. You're a hot prospect because I come from non-league. That's why. If you come from non-league, even if when Vardy came when he was 42 and he came into Leicester, he was a hot prospect, even though he was older than Jesus. Why? Because he's come from non-league. And what? I've come from the non-league.
We've had a good week, boys. Last week was good. Talked about league positions, talked about current game and all that stuff after the Champions League talk. We're on a good run.
I'm going to make a lot of
AFCON's been going off right now.
I'm gonna reference last week's show a lot today.
I feel that because
100%.
I know why.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened in the AFCON?
How's Congo doing?
Yeah, it was good.
It was a mad thing, bro.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
Look, we're going to do an AFCON episode when Specs gets back. We don't want to waste it on not having Specs.
AFCON draft. We'll see where you lot's heads are at.
Stevo's repping
How can you do
right
AFCON
now.
draft when AFCON's already started?
Nah,
Actually,
all
you
the
know?
AFCON winners.
Filthy at 5. I'm going to introduce the panel this week from my left to my right. First up on my
But
left.
allow that Steve-O, bruvs.
Nah, you can't give the lollipop.
Allow
This is
it.
crazy,
Mate,
bro.
I was just sucking the lolly like normal.
Nah, not DT. For
You're
that,
always
man.
sitting
You
next to
can't
Lippy
deep
when
throat
you do these
That's
kind
what
of
I'm
things.
saying, man.
That's me. He does it because he knows you like it.
You lot are
Allow it,
making it
man.
look bad. Come on.
You're wearing sunglasses so they can't see you looking.
John
Yeah, out of the corner of my eye. I just look at the corner of my eye.
First up on my left is a man whose beard is coming in slowly. He got
The fat Joe beard.
Yeah, he got it drawn in for New Year's.
That was mad.
It's not the Fat Joe beard.
Beards ain't my style. I cut my hand every day.
You got
God
hair on
cut
your head
yours.
looking like Hades.
Anyway, his name's Savage Dan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Useful, good content. Thanks.
I ain't got nothing, man.
Next on the panel, we got a man who's given that lollipop his all. It's disappearing to the fingertip and then
I'm trying
coming
to tune
back.
into it without.
Disappearing to the fingertip.
You even got paper on it. You still got the paper on it.
I don't want no cavities. That's why. Private dental health care is fucking expensive. I'll tell you that.
He goes private.
I get a TV when I go to the dentist. I get to watch Greenleaf.
I got the same dentist as you now.
Is it? We need to bring Specs to him. ASAP. Like in a helicopter. Airlifting there.
Jordy gets it for free though.
What?
Jordy gets it for free.
Why? Because of his height.
You're a dickhead. So why is Chucky still paying this?
Speaking of which, next on the panel, a man who used to have a podcast with Chucky, greatest podcast of all time, no longer with us.
That is horrible, man. I'm
Toast
proper
to
not
half
happy
I'm
about
upset
What?
about that as
I'm
well.
just not happy
Come
about
on,
only
man.
got one
I'm done, man.
appearance.
I've done
That's
everything.
a
I've
joke.
cried on it. I've
That's a
been
joke.
serious on it. Come on, man. Baby mama of the
You
year.
didn't have a
Poet, man.
fight. You didn't have a fight.
And it's Poet.
Well, I got
Spill
people.
some juice for it, man.
I'll respect for that, man. Jehovah Witness, you're done now. Shout out Congo.
Next on the panel, we've got a man whose Football Manager game is currently in 2033. He's got a Romanian centre-back, and he told me this morning he's got a load of 16-year-olds that he has to see become 21-year-olds. I thought,
In a different context.
Man, put them in a container.
Wow.
Left.
I'm invested, man. I brought them up. I want to see them become world beaters, man. What can I do?
a couple of weeks ago, he did devastating things to Caleb's ear, and Mashtown's finished as a result of it.
What did he whisper?
Right, whatever, man. No behavior's flourishing, so.
There you go. There you go.
He whispered a racist man's name in his ear. Nah. He
Anyway,
said what?
I'm getting into property.
Your eyes is in the back of your head from that.
Next on the panel, we got a man who just builds beef without even trying. He says, "You're not newcomer of the year. You didn't get nominated. Beef. You're not my favorite rapper of the year. Beef.
Yeah. You're not Billy the Goat. Beef.
Every day it's a different problem."
Interesting crepes.
What, like Miles interesting?
Yeah.
What, like 110s?
Like for what you paid, it should be better than this.
What, 97s?
But that's where I come in.
What are they?
He's got like 92s. So we just got to sort him out. Big up Billy. I'm also investing in property, filthy,
the filthy group.
filthy estates.
Yeah. Filthy
Coming
the
soon.
filthy manor. The filthy manor.
Filthy manor
The
sounds
filthy
calm.
manor.
FM.
I don't think an estate agent's gonna let anyone
I think we're the
take
filthy
it with
group.
that name.
Like we do loads of different
Nah, we already
investments.
found the name Stevo, man.
So we're limiting ourselves to just the states, are we?
The manor. We're going
Filthy
big.
manor. That's what it's gonna be.
5,000 acres, bro.
I would say Filthy Farms, and you get some proper land.
And get some proper pigs in there.
Next on the panel, we got a man representing for the African Cup of Nations. He's putting respect on his name, even if most of the media outlets
I know,
are.
man.
Ian Wright, bro. Stand up, bro.
Yeah, bruv. No, he's right. He's right. So yeah, I'm here to show respect to the African Cup of Nations.
Is that a V-neck dashiki, yeah?
What country is that from?
A V-neck.
Mozambique.
Mozambique.
Yeah, my friend went over today, got the material like from.
What, literally, your friend went from Mozambique today and came back today? All in 24 hours. Listen, we got the same, Molly Mason, we got the same 24 hours. Go get your money up. Go get your money up. Man went Mozambique and came back.
Molly May's alright.
And made it. He only went and got the material and come back and made it.
24 hours.
Yeah,
man.
I can't believe she did that.
This is the Under-21s episode, top 10 Under-21s in the Premier League today. This was the most difficult list I've done in the history of our lists.
Same.
I definitely missed out players that I wanted to back heavily.
Mark Gay.
But the way we're going to start this is we are going to list the players that turned 22 since the last time we did this.
Yep.
And it's a good list. Dwight McNeil, Eddie Nketiah, they were joint 10 on our list last time.
Nketiah. Great player.
Fair to say they ain't pushed on there. Dwight McNeil's been playing alright though. But
Nketiah scored a hat-trick.
What an important hat-trick.
yeah.
You see how cool he was in such a time of pressure. I love that.
I still think Nketiah's got a
Ice
future.
cold.
I think he's got a future. I'll tell you what's funny is Declan Rice turned 22 and he was 9th in our list. And for some reason, apart from me and Stevo, everyone was shocked that he was 9th in the list.
As in ninth.
That he was in it at all.
No,
They
I
didn't
thought he should have
put
been
him in it at
higher.
all.
I put him higher. I love Rice. I'm a Rice enthusiast.
Scorcher was adamant he shouldn't have been in the list. Lippy was saying Guendouzi was better.
He was.
I'll
at the
be
time.
real, yeah.
At the time, he was.
No, he wasn't.
I like him because he's Mason Mount's friend.
Well, I don't want to bully Lippy because that's not fair.
Can't happen.
That's supposed to bully Margs. No.
Punch up.
Number 7 on our list, turned 22, Reece James. Lippy said he was only there because he just scored a banger.
Was
at that time.
What's he on now, bro?
On votes. He's on votes.
He is on
You lot were
votes.
saying he was Trent and Cancelo level because of 2 weeks of football.
He's cold.
He's
We
not,
didn't
bro.
say that then.
He's
Because
everyone
Cancelo
said
weren't
that.
even
The
playing
whole
like that right
bro,
then.
The whole of Twitter say it's Trent Cancelo, my man. It's
it
not.
is.
It's no, it isn't, bro.
It is.
You think he's seeing Trent?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Bro, we're
He's
forgetting
not.
only around 6
Reece
weeks
James is
ago.
cold.
seeing
I don't
Trent.
even get what the
Trent,
argument is.
though.
6 weeks ago.
Yes, he's that
forget
kind of
right
level.
back. No, he's
Reece James
not.
is different
Bro,
gravy, man.
Forget right back 6 weeks ago. He was probably the best player in the Prem.
Bro.
He was on fire.
On form, yeah.
In your
probably.
wing back system, he's great.
Can we say
Drop him to a back four.
He was
he's
great
not
in
Trent.
that form.
I reckon he's even better in the back four.
Trent's gone on even more this year.
It's all right. Trent can't make our list, so it's fine.
It's their age, though, isn't it?
But that's the
Can
comparison.
we find out who got votes but didn't make the list?
We're going to keep doing the 22-year-olds who dropped out. Another 22-year-old at number 6 was Mason Mount, who Lippy
Who did I say was better than him?
said that was too high. He said Guendouzi was better than him. Stevo wasn't having him. I backed him. Harry backed him. Scorcher said he starts with nothing.
Huh? What does that mean?
That was one of his statements.
He starts.
He
with
says when you
nothing.
talk about the top young players, this guy starts with nothing. He's
Oh,
just
I
Frank
know- I know
Lampard's
what he
friends.
means.
And
Armchair gaffers.
number 5, the last one who's turned 22 was Steve. I had him number 1, Kai Havertz.
Pardon me.
Good player though.
Good player, but what?
Did he score in the Champions League final after that?
He won
Scored the winner.
Only goal in the Champions
Scored
League
the winner.
final.
Don't think he's been great though, to be honest.
Let's start with 10th instead of Sancho and 7th. 10th on our list is
Sancho.
Never.
stop guessing,
Innit?
and you're gonna guess Sancho every single
Yeah.
time. I've
Every
noticed.
time.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna stop after
He's
7th.
one
That's
or
a
two.
mockery.
Number 10 on our list is the only other centre back that got votes. Wesley Fofana.
Oh, he should have been in there. He has to be in there.
The
He has to be
injury,
in
the
there.
injuries
He
hurt
is
him.
very,
The injuries
very
hurt him.
good.
If there was no injury, he'd be very high.
I
on
think he
this.
was, yeah.
He is very,
He
very good.
actually was mad.
Quality
But
footballer.
he was mad. Like, he was going crazy last season.
And he's
Nah, he
so
was, he
young.
was. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
got
he's
everything.
only
He's got
21
pace,
because remember
power.
everyone here is 21 and under.
You know what I'm saying? Look, no, but what he was doing at the time, like just in the team, week in, week out, like doing his thing.
You're not.
Huh?
27.
No, I'm not
Congo.
27. I'm a young prospect. Everyone here's a young prospect. I'm
I've messed up the list a bit then because I was thinking like I left Neto out and that because of injuries, but
No, you made that choice. That's fine.
yeah.
Wesley Fofana injury. The injury means he probably would have been higher, and you not picking him is a great representation of that fact. So you've helped to drive the narrative of the show.
Good. Well done.
He's got mistakes in him, but he's 21.
But he's young.
Centre backs. Mark Gay doesn't have mistakes in him, but it's fine.
Mate, I've seen. I'll allow Mark.
The thing is, he got bare good press after this whole Saliba thing. People are talking about, why doesn't Saliba get a game? Look at his partner when he was at whatever club they were at. Etienne. And I started watching him. I was like, rah, this boy, he's
good,
quality
he's
next to Johnny Evans, and he's a quality centre back. And I was kind of upset about the injury because I wanted to see how he would do this year with a bit of pressure on him right now. So
You see, if he's
He's a big guy. No?
you see, like, so say like the top three, so just like Ruben Diaz, Van Dijk, I don't know, Thiago Silva. Yeah, if Fofana was either one of their partners, would he make the team any less better than they are now, or would he improve it? Or whatever?
You've worded that really weird.
Well, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
what?
Terrible English.
terrible English.
What did he say? What did he? Yeah, listen.
You're getting into property, so
I'll say this.
I think you know what I meant, though.
I'll
right?
say this. At the end of last season, when Leicester were falling apart, I was happy to blame any and everybody out there for that collapse. And Wesley Fofana got a little bit tainted in my mind because of that collapse that they had. And I think did he get a red card in there? And
Unfairly, maybe.
He's looked like a dickhead in some games.
there were times he looked like a dickhead. But Leicester are a bit of a dickhead team.
Yeah,
Like
it's
they're
not
sick,
his
but they're
fault.
dickhead
Yeah,
team as well.
Yeah, 100.
He's got a wonky hair,
So
isn't he?
They're the
the
best
question
dickheads.
is
They're the
good
best dickheads.
because he doesn't play for those teams. He plays for Leicester. That's why it's a good
But I
question.
let it slide a little bit. Leicester tax, Rogers tax. That's what I call it.
Yeah,
Bottlers,
but you know
bottlers.
this guy should be close to the top of the game. But then we said that about Sionchu
This is
after
what I
a
was
year
going to
and a
say.
half.
Sionchu was the guy
Sionchu
everyone
came
rated.
from Germany. Fofana's doing it here, like. So I think he'd improve.
No,
Sancho done it
Fofana was
here.
in France, bro. The league that nobody rates.
No, but he's been good here though.
But so was Sancho.
But so Sionchu
Before
was
he
good
got
here as
injured,
well.
right?
I don't know, man.
He come back from an injury.
Sionchu's like definitely Buki for me.
He was solid at one
Definitely.
stage. Good on the
He
ball,
was, but
tough,
he's
quick.
100% Buki now.
Like a
You
warrior.
know.
Anyway, I think
He's
most
100%.
21, 22-year-old defenders
They got something
kinda
in them.
shit.
Yeah,
They're good, but they're kind of shit.
Centre backs.
Because they're playing against big men, bro. That are just
And two,
know what
yeah,
they're
it's
doing.
just men.
Yeah.
It's men. You get me?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not hearing that. There's no because a winger that's 19 or whatever is playing against a big man.
No, but that's one-on-one. We're talking about whole teams.
like wingers, that you want them young.
Young striker then, playing against older centre-backs.
The more times you see that ball fly at you, the more you can read where it's gonna shift left, right, drop to. Like you just learn the bounce in
As an
different ways.
attacker, you're
More
alright.
games you
Get me?
play.
You can be raw.
you
and
have to
fearless.
judge. You gotta do certain things. I feel like
And
that's
you
an
can
invalid
get
point.
away with losing one-on-ones as a winger and winning one and then creating a goal. As a centre back, you can't lose 3 one-on-ones.
Yeah, of course.
You're gone,
But
bro.
that's the position that you pick, so
They're
you
just
got
about
to deal with
losing.
the
No,
pressure.
what I'm saying,
Come
you'll
on, bro,
never
centre-back.
You'll never see. You'll see strikers and forwards that their prime was actually 21, 22. You won't ever see that in a defender.
Yeah.
Never.
Apart from fucking Micah Richards, the cunt.
That whole side of Leicester City, he could either be really good or really bad. I was just like, you know what, because of Sionchu, you're going to get that Sionchu tax, fam. I don't know if Fofana is the real deal, but he had a good little time when he was playing. So I want to see you when
I
you come
watched
back.
back some stuff as well, and I was like, this is what great centre-backs look like.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not great young centre-backs, but it's what it looks like.
On the way.
Good, man.
On the way.
He's good. Yeah, he's good. He's comfortable. Sionchu is not comfortable. that's the issue.
Sancho's got a massive face, fam. He looks extra.
Giant.
Who's the
giant
prince from
Farquaad.
Shrek?
He's the big Farquaad.
yeah.
And that is why he's shit. I think that's why he's shit. You can't look like a big dwarf.
Number 9 on our list. Number 9 on our list, and Let me just check.
You lot are gonna make me ill today.
Let me just
I know.
check. Yep, he's the most expensive player on the list.
Oh no.
Jayden Sancho.
You know what? Boys, I love that. I didn't
Do you know
vote for
what
him
though?
at all.
Do you know what though? Can I just say this? And I'm just gonna say I didn't vote for him. I know how good he is.
Tego, you know ball.
But I have to believe my lying eyes. He doesn't look like he's even playing the same sport.
He's not enjoying it though.
No, he's not. He's not.
Do you remember? Key, can I just say one thing? I'm not gonna do that. I told you so thing.
Yes, you've been doing it. You've been doing it every day this year.
I sat here and I said he was just like a man that we own called Reece Nelson. And you all sat here,
He wasn't, no.
Are you mad? He's Reece Nelson,
I mean, they're like each other.
Oh, they are so...
No. But you don't mean it in the way that you meant it. Like,
no, bro, I meant they are two wingers, yeah, that...
One was performing though, bro.
Bro, one was in
Crazy
Germany.
numbers.
One was in
Germany.
I said they were both in Germany, both
So is
scoring.
Haaland.
You turned to me and said it's not the same. Yeah? What's his name? So Sancho scored, I think that season, Nelson scored 6 goals and that weren't good enough. Sancho scored 7 last season, bro. In a good
20
good
assists.
German side. What the fuck that? Have you seen Bundesliga, bro?
He was doing Champions League as well.
Listen.
I'm not sure if that was last year, but
Listen.
listen, he ain't playing as good this year. I know that, but
I
to not
called
make
this.
the list, I mean,
I'm gonna do that. I told you so too.
I said it straight. If he was coming to a City or a Chelsea only, bro, yeah, there'll be something there. As in, he won't fuck up the team. I'm not saying he'll look up, but see him coming to a United, Arsenal, trying to save a team in England. You're crazy.
I thought we had that in him. It's not gone well for him, but I thought he had that.
He's shown nothing.
I thought he was
after the Euros. There's no way you could say, you know what, that winger's gonna come to my team in England and light it up. No way, bro.
The one thing the Prem's got is sick right backs and left backs. I don't know what it is.
Bro,
every team's got them.
I don't think it comes
I
down
find
to
it's
that.
difficult to be fair to any player when a team's playing as badly as Man United have.
Yeah, man.
Let
It
alone,
matters.
let
It
alone
matters.
the 21-year-old and let alone
Yeah,
the
man.
21-year-old who's just come to the country. But you pay that much for a player and you play the player that they thought they were buying, the player that I thought they were buying. It doesn't go like this. It should have been better than this.
Because of he's young and he's got all this ability, man think he's some super dribbling or that. But if you've watched him play, you understand he proper likes to pop it and that. He likes ballers around him.
Yeah, man.
The right backs
City
behind him
was
are
the team.
killing him. Like he
They
can't
moved
play
it to the left.
It will work. It will work.
The
at
left
City.
backs are killing him. All the our full backs are trash. So he can't even do what he's supposed to
Go
be
Barca,
doing.
bro.
Then he can't be top 10, can he?
I didn't vote for him. So
Wow, didn't you?
I didn't vote for him. He didn't make my list.
Russ.
He's stinking the place up. What the
I
fuck am I voting
saw
him for?
him, yeah, play on the same pitch as Aaron Lennon the other day. And I didn't even know Aaron Lennon still played football. Yeah? And then Aaron Lennon went and scored the kind of goal that they told us Jayden would score. Don't talk to me about that boy no more. I'm done with him. I'm done with him. No, I don't care.
Have you
I don't
not
care.
been to Germany?
You was
Dortmund?
done with Pepe.
Have you been to that
You
area?
was done with Havertz. You was done with all these youths. I'm done with my man. He's a Harlem
Have
Spartan.
you been to that area in Germany?
What, Kennington?
Is nothing.
I've never been Kennington.
All right, see, Borussia Dortmund, that
Yeah.
area, where there is nothing to do. It's fucking shit.
Yeah, man,
So
he
more,
was
more
focused.
time, you're going to focus on football. I think he's come here.
No,
I
I'm
reckon
not
he
having
spent
that.
more time
You
in
been
London.
Manchester?
1 second. I think he spent more time in London than he has in Manchester. I think Sancho is just distracted, bro.
He's just unhappy at the moment with
In
the
life?
camp.
Oh,
With the
everyone
camp.
is, but someone has
There's
to
no
pick it up.
camaraderie, like you said.
What did he think he was coming to? That's why I'm not.
No.
Excuses,
We
bro.
said we would put United first last year, didn't we? So we thought we were coming to that. Start of the season, we did. We just done it.
Yeah,
Last season.
they did
Oh
it.
God, they just need to hire me
People
as like
would say,
player liaison,
"Dude,
man.
that is
I will fix this club, bro.
No, you won't.
That's Jayden Sancho. I feel like Lippy's going to have a lot of opportunities to talk about Jayden Sancho in the next.
And I didn't even get to mention that he hasn't reached Jermaine Pennant level yet. So when we see him do that,
on
then
spot,
we'll
he's
start
playing
to
with the
talk.
tag.
We'll start to speak about him.
Jermaine Pennant was on fire with Tag.
He was exactly.
Jermaine Pennant was on Sky, he absolutely burst. See Pennant, he's a psycho. He's one of the sickest people
Bro,
I
he's
know.
finished,
He's a sick head, bro.
Bro, he's sick.
He's on so much smoke. It's a joke.
Jermaine Pennant, you
the
are
ca-
gonna be my
bro,
brethren, boy.
for the amount
'Cause
of-
you're better than Sancho.
For the amount of smoke that Pennant's on, his career should be crazier than that because he's got it.
Number 8 on our list. and he's a player that divides opinion in Filthy. Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Wow. I had him third, I think.
I had him 10th.
Miles was very angry about him the other day.
I see him in a
Remember
club.
that?
I never understand Miles' mood, ever. So you're going to have to explain that to me still. I never understand him.
But he called after Chelsea lost a game, he called Hudson-Odoi a fraud. And I was like, well, his stats he's like most chances created, all this. He's moving all across the pitch, and like statistically, he's actually had a fantastic season. And he was like, I don't want to see that. Here's a fraud. Where's his goals? Where's his goals?
It's that pass that he didn't make.
It was that pass. It was that pass.
Yeah.
That's so dumb because I reckon Miles had an agenda against him. Looked for one reason, saw the pass, and there you go.
Miles is that kind of football supporter.
He came out of a Twitter space.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah.
That's Miles. He waits for that moment, and he goes, "See, I told you."
What an analogy! That was fantastic.
You get me?
I think my man's cold. I went to go link Blacks at Cobham. I was watching him play. I think he might have been like 16 or something like that. He was young, but he was playing with like bigger boys and all that, and he was cooking. He was cooking up the pitch.
Youth level
but
was ridiculous.
for his reputation and what was expected of him, I feel like he hasn't.
Hello.
I think that's what it is. It's the fact that he's cold, but because of how much is expected, it's him and Sancho. They're both
Nah,
from
man,
South,
it's that Bayern Munich talk. That Bayern Munich talk came too early, so it just blew everyone's perception.
Chelsea are
He's
bigger than
playing
Man
every
U,
week with you lot. Putting in
He's
great
in and
numbers.
around, yeah, no, he's
Not
in
great
and around.
numbers.
He's
He's not putting in great
Chelsea,
numbers.
the European
that's what I'm saying.
champions.
He's
He's not putting in
28
great
years old.
numbers, Stevo. He's not putting in great numbers at
For a
all.
wing back. Remember, it's wing back.
Well,
Wing back.
It's mixed
he's not
between
wing.
the
He's
two.
more
wing
in
backs.
No, I agree,
Attacking
but I'm
midfielder.
saying
Wing backs should be
his-
more
because
attacking. Look at what
it's-
fucking Trent and Robinson
Bro,
are doing from fullback.
I'll be honest. When
he's
I
not doing great
when I
numbers.
saw Callum on that list, I was thinking to myself, shit, he's still under 21. He's been around for youngers, but the thing is, he hasn't kicked on yet. Full blown.
He hasn't played a string of games.
Can I go again?
But he got an injury.
So he had the bad
I
injury.
reckon he'll go next year. I don't know if it'll be this year.
You
This
lot
year-
have like developed him to be a squad player for you lot.
Nah, I think he's going further. I think he's going further.
You get me? So it's like you don't want him.
He was
to
out
be-
before Saka, innit?
But do you know what?
Saka just passed.
Are you
No,
Ruben?
no,
Hang on.
no,
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 but look at the environments. Look at the environments. At Arsenal,
They needed him.
they needed him. Here, we're actually almost hoping for a winger to get injured so that the others can get some game time.
He ruptured his Achilles. Most people don't come back from that injury, right?
They do these days.
They do these days, but it's a bad injury. The fact that he's come back and we're talking attitude to get back to the level that he's got at playing at Chelsea, who we all agree is a top team, give him some credit. We're not giving him credit.
I know what it is. I know what it is with
credit.
Hudson-Odoi.
We're not giving him
We
credit.
can see. You see, like some players, they're sick and they're just sick. With Hudson-Odoi, we can see the talent. Like you can actually see it as soon as he touches the ball. You can see talent, shit that other players ain't got, and we're waiting for that to we're almost go on. We're waiting for it
to
turn
materialise,
into
isn't it?
something Big,
But
big,
Dan,
big.
don't you think it's even more than that though? Like because of the Bayern Munich situation so early on in his career, before I've even seen him kick a ball, all of a sudden his profile and his position is in a place that he shouldn't be in the first place.
Yeah, so
now
maybe,
your
yeah.
expectation
He got to a
indirectly
certain
is
place
too high.
before he got
it's
there as
like,
a- yeah.
If he just had like a little soft, like a Mason Mount went Derby and a little soft, then you're happy with him. We wouldn't be saying this about me.
The Mason Man's never not performed. I think.
I know
think
Mason-
with
He
Callum
went 25 games
Callum
without a goal,
Hudson-
T.
Callum, that's
That's
not
not-
mean he did not perform.
He's in the team to get goals.
Callum Hudson-Odoi is in an explosive position on the football pitch that kind of is measured by goals and assists. And I remember Bukayo Saka, when he moved from fullback up to the right wing, the numbers didn't come straight away. The performances were there, but the numbers didn't come straight away. But like you say, Arsenal needed him to come through and deliver numbers. And then the numbers are coming, and you can see he's a right winger. That's his position. Callum Hudson-Odoi is putting games together. They're not all in a row all the time, but
and
he's
all
putting,
in the same position.
and they're in the same position. But the numbers ain't coming yet. Now, how much patience does...
That's what it comes down to.
He's happy with the performances because the performances are good in terms of dribbles, take-ons, chances created, and you've got weird striking problems at Chelsea, but it's at I think it's at like a crossroads right now.
Yeah.
Is that crossroads right where
It's
he's in the
next year
team,
now
he's
for me.
playing? It's not next year, it's
I
now.
think
It's
I don't
now.
think
next
now.
calendar
I think
year,
the
I'm talking
progression
from
is
here.
nice.
This
2022.
calendar year,
This
I think
2022.
we need to see. Do you know what it is? Like we know how much talent's there, and you can see what could happen with him. You could sell him, and you know wherever he goes, he's gonna explode. And we just can't.
No,
be
you
bothered
don't
to
know
see
that.
again.
No, you
We've done
don't
that.
know that. You don't know that. That's
No,
the thing.
I can see. Like
There's
it
a
might not- I can see
psychological
it.
thing.
But it requires like a
Tego.
bravery. So for example, there's so many times I see him. You know him one-on-one with a fullback. That's issues for a fullback. But sometimes he won't. Where he's allowed to be brave and should be brave and just go at man like fuck it, let's commit him. He doesn't.
That's coming. You know why? I know for a fact that's coming. Like, so he was doing a lot, losing the ball, crossing it, making bad decisions, right? He's toned that down, improved his game as a team player, positioning, all of that. That will come now. I think his progression is doing all right.
If he
20
left
years
Chelsea,
old.
yeah, what level does he go to? What is it like?
It depends what
Leicester?
country he goes to.
No, in England, because Bayern are doing crazy
He'll
things.
do
In
very
England,
well in a
Leicester,
team like
oh,
Leicester.
would West Ham take him?
He's a top.
100%.
No, he's a
He
Bayern
can't
Munich. He's a
drop
top
too low.
10
He can't
youngster
drop
in the
too
world.
low.
He doesn't drop below teams.
He's a
challenging for
top
Champions
10
League. He
English
goes Tottenham.
youngster.
He goes
Top 10
West
world
Ham, he goes
youngster.
Arsenal, yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
All the Brazilians, they talk about Callum.
But
all them-
I don't know. I don't know about that.
He might be right, you know.
I don't know
There's
about
a
that.
jump, there's a jump that ain't happened yet. There is a jump, and we can talk about how talented he is. We can talk about his reputation in youth football. The jump hasn't happened yet. The jump, the building of consistency, the building of not being a liability, the building of trust in the manager, all those are important, but they're not the jump. The jump is still to come.
They were the foundations for him to do the jump. No, that's what I think.
It's already there. Which is why I don't want him gone. I don't want him going nowhere. Someone will get him, and someone
Do
will
you know what
unlock
it is?
him.
I think you lot might just realise, you know what? I think one season, mate, you're right. I think next season you might think, you know what? We got Callum there. Let's start him wide right or something. Just be the outlet man, and it might work out, bro. You get me? Because there's a player in there, bruv. Like, man can't deny that.
He will be a top
and I
player.
think you're right. If you sell him, you're just gonna see
You're
within
gonna
a
see it.
couple
We're
games.
gonna- Yeah, that's it. All this shit that.
Yeah, but if Chelsea were to sell Hudson-Odoi, no disrespect to Hudson-Odoi, they're not gonna fucking miss him. If we're being totally honest, I don't think they'll miss
Chelsea
him.
would miss
I don't
anybody.
think
I
they'll
don't think,
miss
yeah.
him.
So
But they
my
might
whole thing
see
is-
something in him that we let that go.
Oh,
you
but
know?
Chelsea do that every day, bro.
No, but we've
Lamptey,
done it with Salah, De
Livramento.
Bruyne.
Done
Look,
fucking
we've done
De
that.
Bruyne,
When we
bro.
don't have patience and we know there's a player in there, but we ain't really got time for you to
Go.
develop, we send them and then they come back and smash us.
Number 7 on our list, and he was heavily backed by Lippy, Greg, Poet. Boat had him second.
Ooh, Bolt.
Yeah, and
You're not happy you're with Bolt?
Miles had him below Boat. Emil Smith-Rowe.
Well, he made the list.
I like Smith-Rowe though.
He made the list at 7. Yeah,
I like Smith-Rowe
What
a
a
lot.
player.
21 years old.
I just want to say big up Miles. Miles got one thing right ever in his life. And that is Smith-Rowe.
But no one ever doubted Smith-Rowe.
Nah, but
Miles
he was-
gets a lot of credit
No,
for
but don't
no
get
one
to it. No,
opposing
at a
him.
point, I remember, I can't remember, I'm sure it was this building. He said Smith-Rowe should have been in the England squad, and we treated him like a leper.
He shouldn't have been.
No, he shouldn't have been. He shouldn't have been. But Miles foresaw something.
That he
because
should
I
have been in
didn't-
the
I
England squad.
He still shouldn't be in the England squad.
You don't
I
think he should
reckon
be in
Miles
the
was
squad
wrong
now?
then.
No,
He's not in the Arsenal squads.
no, he shouldn't be in the England squad now. No.
Now drink to that.
I didn't put him in my top 10.
Do you know what it was? The Miles had him Miles rated his ability higher than I think all of us saw him for potentially being. He's top goal scorer at Arsenal on the bench. So I can't lie, I do rate Smith-Rowe a lot. When he comes on, he has an impact. He's a player that attracts. Smith-Rowe's
He's a
baller.
very good young
Very
player.
good player.
He's
Close
one of the
dribbling
best young
control.
players in the league, no question.
Every time he
He's
performs,
Jamaican.
I am actually
I'm
happy
just
for Miles.
rating my
He's
brother.
not in the first team for Arsenal, though.
He's a man. Do you know what it is, yeah?
Tigo, you're horrible.
Like I admitted, back then, he's still a moment, man. He's still a bit of a, you played well today because of the moment that you had. It's not like the overall. He did that a bit last season, you get me? But for now, it's like he's just putting points on the board, isn't it? So
He's good and he's scoring goals, and that's nice, right? But I don't think Mikel Arteta wanted to fast track into the first team. That's why he didn't play him.
Look at
Even-
Odegaard.
they needed a 10.
That's man's. You get
They
you
needed
understand?
Arteta needed a 10 for 6-7 months before he put Smith-Rowe in. He was just playing in the Europa League every time. I was looking at him going, this guy ain't the guy. It wasn't until he got desperate that he put him in. Then he's first team, and you got to give him number 10 and a big contract. And then he's like, why are you signing Martin Odegaard? You got Emil Smith-Rowe. Mikel Arteta's going, yeah.
You see why?
Sure.
Yeah,
And then
literally.
Odegaard becomes the Odegaard that everyone knew he was going to be. Everyone's known he's going to be that since he's fucking 14 years old. And then everyone says Smith-Rowe's a
Love
left
that
winger,
kid,
which
man.
Smith-Rowe's good. And we've talked about it before. I think he's going to come inside. I just don't think he's a 10.
Yeah, he's like one of
But
them.
I don't want to be negative about him because there's no. He's
He ain't
good. He's
10.
such a
England,
good young player.
I think England don't.
And he's from
produce
South.
10s.
Well, it's this season. Now he's scoring goals, and like you're saying, putting numbers and stuff up on the board. You have to notice him and respect him. Obviously, everybody knows he's a good footballer. He's neat on the ball. He's a lot of
Now he's
ability there and all
actually
that.
doing something. Like
I didn't put him on my list. I didn't do it out
I'm
of
not mad
Arsenal
at you,
bias.
bro.
It's just that there was 10 other young players that I favour over him.
Loads of people didn't look. I didn't put him. Stevo didn't put him. Felix Arsenal fan didn't put him. Geordie didn't put him. PK
Felix,
didn't put
man.
him.
How
Margs
did you
didn't
get
put him.
shit,
Dan didn't
Felix?
put him. Like the people who rated him high. That's why he's on the list.
I rate him high because he got into the
I
team
put
on
him
a
fifth.
technicality. He got in on a technicality, if we're being totally honest, and he's sustained and he's there on merit. It's not like he's there just because it's a sunny day. He's there on merit.
He's not
He
in the
is
team.
good though, isn't he? He's good.
We're
though.
talking this season purely. He's top 5, bro.
If you're just talking
If
purely
it's
this
just
season,
this
He's probably
season.
got the fewest starts. I know Jayden Sancho might have fewer starts and Wesley Fofana.
No, but didn't Sancho start
Well-
loads early?
Smith-Rowe.
He come
He
late.
started like the first 5.
Smith-Rowe's better than Jermaine Pennant. Is Sancho? It's a question.
Number 6 on our list, and people did not let injury change their perspective on him. Only Poet, Greg, Geordie, and Boat probably took that into account. Tariq Lamptey.
oh, he's the
Bad
coldest.
man. Bad man.
He's
Bad
the coldest.
Man. Bad man.
This guy
Bad
is
man.
a baller, man. I don't
Love
know
him.
how it took him so long to come back from a hammy. That's scary. That is scary, bro. You can't take that long to come back from a hammy, bro.
But he's a pocket rocket, so maybe.
Yeah, that's why. That's
When
why.
it was-
Might have
yeah.
ripped bad.
Well,
But-
to play his game, you need to be 100%.
Even when I don't know
back.
when he returned, he was on fire. I don't know if his first game was earlier in the season, one of them games against Liverpool. And
First
blah.
game, I think. I'm sure.
Was that his first game back?
He's come back
not
and straight
bro.
into it, man.
That was his first game back.
Oh, was it his first
He's
game?
quality,
Bro,
man.
the way this youth was moving, I'm saying,
He's
oh my
quality, bro.
lord, this is
I
different.
remember
We
when he came on
need him
against
now.
Us for you lot. He just smoked us,
Yeah,
bruv.
yeah.
That's
He
why
did
I
it-
just-
he did it
from
against
that
us for
day, I
Brighton the
saw
other day. He
he's
was causing
dirty,
mayhem.
bro. He's dirty.
Yeah, no, he's the truth.
Take him out that Brighton team. They're a completely different team.
I don't even know. There can't be any negatives to say about him, surely. Like, what number did he get to?
Yeah, that's it.
No, I think
I think he's
there's
higher than
one
that.
negative. It's not even a negative, but at some point, teams are gonna figure it out.
5'6", you know. 5'6".
And that's it. No, but I mean, you see, like on the ball is a problem, on the floor is a problem, but soon they'll just start hitting the clip.
When that big man starts peeling off onto
That's
the
it.
side,
And
yeah.
you just see.
I think they've probably tried it in the last
Bruv,
2
nah,
years.
man. Obviously, we're getting technically better in that, but in this league, running will get you everywhere. And if you can run at
He's too
that
busy, man.
pace,
He's too
at that
busy.
pace,
Wait, do
He's
Brighton
recovering
you
play
can't
back.
figure him out.
Ridiculous.
There's nothing to figure out. There's nothing to figure out. There's nothing to figure
A
out.
long-term hamstring injury does say you probably can't just run that fast forever.
But no, if he's still
He's back,
he ain't
though.
lost any pace. You're talking about
No,
figuring
he
out. You
lost
can't
a
figure
lick
out that
of
speed.
pace,
The only
bruv.
thing you match it with is the same kind of
that
speed,
happens to him
and that
later
kind
in
of
his
speed
career,
ain't
it's fucked,
everywhere.
though.
It's interesting, though, because we said October 2020, we said we reckon he'd be gone by now, and he hasn't gone. Obviously,
would have
there-
if we're not
it's
injured,
different-
though.
It's loads of different considerations, and then you look at it and you go, now he's had that injury. It's a big investment for a team. It's worth it in terms of the talent and the impact he can have. Just the raw speed and just that he's good on the ball and all that. But that next step.
What's he set you back? 50?
Can I say that the next step should?
They set you back though, 50
but
though.
for me
shouldn't be that much,
personally,
I won't think.
the
What,
next
less
step
than 50?
is
I think
staying
it'd be
at.
That's a bargain then.
Sign at Brighton.
Yeah. He's just come back from the injury. Stay there for another year. He's under 21.
Yeah, he
No,
should
but that's
stay.
the
He should be
initial.
staying.
21.
Nah.
21.
But man, they're talking like maybe not summer, but next summer.
Because I personally, as good as he is ability-wise, you still need to play a season at that level. A whole
He's
for
playing
me.
wing back,
played.
though.
No, he can move,
Nah,
man. You
he's
don't hear
played.
no disciplinary problems about
For
this
me, he
guy.
played
half and he
Nothing.
got
I
injured
reckon
for a
he
year.
I don't
should
know.
be
For
calm.
me, when
Yeah.
he made the transition from Chelsea to Brighton and he was just still sick,
Yeah.
bigger teams should have been like, hold on.
He was on
different,
everyone's
it's
radar. That
different,
injury killed him.
different
He was on everyone's radar.
If you're a big team, you don't want to buy someone that's just gone because it's going to be pricey. Second of all, you want him to do his apprenticeship and come through it.
He's
like,
playing
it's
wing
next,
back
It's not
right
this
now,
summer,
though.
it's the next one. It's the
Yeah,
next one.
that's
You're
what I'm
trying
saying.
to-
And Brighton are a decent team. It's not a bad
But
team
he's,
to
but
play
he's
at.
playing wing back right now.
So they are playing
And,
three at the back
and
and wing back.
that makes it, that reduces your pool of
United
potential
need a right back.
teams.
No, but he started there right back.
Quality.
Spurs.
But that's not how they're
Conte.
playing now.
Do you remember when he came on against Arsenal for Chelsea?
That's what I was
He
talking
went
about.
mad, bro. He
went
played one.
nuts.
I can't lie, it's cold, but it's when players get injuries, that's when I'm scared.
But I'll tell you what was
When they-
interesting. The other day, he was right wing back and Reece James was left wing back. So that it was the battle
The
of
other
the
day?
academy
Oh,
when
against
Chelsea
each other.
played. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for 20 minutes before Reece did his hammy,
Who won?
Lamptey had him.
Tyree.
Lamptey has everyone.
arguably,
I'm
But
not
then
saying
again, Reece James is not a left wing
Yeah, you
back.
got Reece
know
on
what
the
I'm
wrong
saying?
side. You got Reece on
But
the
I'm
wrong
saying
side.
like Lamptey looked
I don't want to hear
comfy.
that after you're putting him next to
Yeah,
flipping
man.
Trent.
Best
Don't
player
do
in
that
the
now.
league.
Go on, Tariq.
Yeah, but put Trent left wing back against Lamptey. He's getting eaten up.
Lamptey, Lamptey
Put
will
Trent
eat
left
Trent.
wing back.
Liverpool used to, you know what Liverpool used to do sometimes? When they take corners, they would swap Robertson and Trent.
Only
and it
for the
was still
corner.
calm. And it
Only
was
for the
still
set
calm.
piece.
It was still
You see,
calm.
when the match is gone and you
No, when
better
the main
get-
game's going on, it was still calm.
Open play, it will eat him.
A few people had him high. I had him high. Miles had him high. Margs had him very high. Dan had him second. So he's been fairly well represented here, despite the injuries. A lot of faith in him. Number 5 on the list. It's another Cobham graduate.
It's got to be
Oh, it's Connor.
It's got to be Connor.
Conor Gallagher. Who, by the way, despite getting one list this morning and then an updated list a couple hours later, both times he was called Conor Graham by Lippy.
What's his name again?
Gallagher.
Shit.
You
To
must
be
have
fair
went
to
to
me-
school with a
No,
Conor
to
Graham.
be to be fair to me, I didn't know who he was until this season. I said, "Who's that boy that Palace got? He's wicked. How much did they
Bruv,
buy
he
him
was
for?"
good at West Brom, bro.
I didn't see him.
He was good at West
Bro,
Brom,
I didn't, bro. I'm not one of them man that know about Gallagher and them man there. I've been calling him Graham. I thought that was his name. I thought Connor, I'm sorry, quality footballer. I've never seen him before this season.
What's his attributes good than that?
Oh,
He
he's
can do
got
everything, bro. He's like a
an
centre
engine.
midfielder,
He's
bro.
got a very good engine on him. He understands the game. Even that late run
set
goes into
pieces.
the box, he can score goals. He could. You know what it is? He's like an action man, bro. He could do it all, bro. I don't even think I'm exaggerating. He could do
Listen,
everything
he
to
is
a
an
good
8.
standard,
He's a
to a
proper
very
8.
good
He's
standard.
got that English thing, like that English. All great English players.
I would love to see him get a chance at
They
Chelsea.
have this thing, like, don't get it to, some people got it to the extreme, like Rooney, Gerrard, but then there's like the Mason Mounts,
Parkers.
and he's got it. Like,
cold.
he's got
Industrial.
but he's clean with
Bro,
it.
do you know how
You know
hard
what
it
I
is
mean?
to be a midfielder, a centre mid at that age in the Prem? You don't see it.
And make
centre mid is that
impact.
place that you. But we see it every week. Like players, it don't matter how experienced you are and how good you are. Jorginho's getting pipped in the middle of the pitch every game because it's just too difficult in there. It don't matter how much game time you've had there. At some point, you're getting caught with this ball.
He's
Conor
got
Gallagher-
something
He's the
about
real
him.
deal,
He
bro.
still gets
Cold.
caught with the ball.
No, I'm saying
That's age, though.
I know. I'm saying it don't matter how old you get. Centre mid is so hard to play that you can't ever really clock it.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm
facts,
saying? Like-
Yeah, it's the game. It's the conditions of the game.
He's playing. Where is he playing at Palace? Palace are playing all right stuff under Vieira now. Like I said, the season before he was at West Brom. They're having a torrid time, stinking up the place. So you can still look on the pitch
Yeah,
and
you
be like,
knew.
"This boy
You knew,
here
yeah,
is
he can
very,
ball,
very
he
good.
can proper
Like,
ball.
very good."
You lot are welcome, man, because we're giving the Premier League just gems. We're just
He
giving them
doesn't
out.
need
100%
to,
true.
but I think he
Cobham
will.
is stupid,
I think-
the way they
I
turn
think
them out. It's
a
just
team
dumb.
will
The
sort after
condition
him.
different.
It's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
He's
It's
good,
crazy.
man.
Where does he go then? Where's
not
he?
like Mount.
Who's he improved?
He goes back to Chelsea and they try him out.
I
Man.
think Chelsea keep him around the squad next
We
year.
have to. I think we have to try, but it's difficult because he's a full-blown 8.
Is he better than Loftus-Cheek and Mason Mount? That's the same position.
I don't know about man. I'd have him over Loftus-Cheek
He's
all
better
day.
than Loftus-Cheek.
Mount
I
ain't
think.
played in one of the double sixes since forever.
Yeah, Mount, he's deeper than Mount, yeah.
And the thing is, it's a double 6. We don't really have an 8. It's a double 6, and then whatever's in front, if it's a 3 or a 2, or if, it's mad. So he might get a chance there, but I'm not sure. Like
I
reckon,
think he'll be around the squad. You've got enough. Chelsea plays 70 games a season.
Well, we got
whatever. You've got
Billy
enough.
Gilmore will come back. Like as in, there's loads.
I think Conor Gallagher's very
like
far
Billy
ahead of Billy
Gilmore,
Gilmore.
man.
No,
now,
because of the way
season
because of the
he's
way Chelsea's set up and that whole farming system that they got and all that, he honestly might have to just leave and take a drop. So go get a permanent move for somewhere lower than Chelsea.
He might have
to
to
come
cut-
back up.
I don't
Everyone
think
that's
he will,
leaving is a
though.
buyback.
When you get that Premier League loan, I don't think Chelsea plan on.
Yeah, you
selling
can't let a
him.
man go after this season.
I think he'll come back and
Silly
be around
decision,
the
unless
squad.
it's for big money.
How about another loan to like maybe a higher than Palace team?
I don't think that's realistic.
So where did Chelsea play him, though?
He's proved he can play.
Chelsea, he never
He's proved he can
played
play with
first team
dog
for us,
shit.
like,
Bring him around
I
some
don't
good
think he's
people.
good enough for Chelsea.
Where does
need to
Conor
see
Gallagher
that,
play?
Yeah,
for
we
Chelsea
need to
then?
see what he's like
For
with
what
real
Chelsea?
quality around him.
23s.
Well, again, we talk about this with Liverpool in the last episode. Chelsea now is not Chelsea in 6 months' time. We know this. There's players that you're not even thinking about that
There
will be
you
sold.
go.
That'll
There
be
you go.
finished.
So he could just
So
be-
the movement in that, where there's a Conor Gallagher in that route. Like, well, Ross Barkley's still there. Like Ruben Loftus-Cheek is still there. Billy Gilmore's out on loan. Like Chelsea is so deep that the spaces for Conor Gallagher to come into, they exist. They might not be Jorginho, Kante, or Kovacic's spaces, but there's space. And Chelsea plays so many games a year that he probably will be in the squad next year. But what he's doing for Palace right now, because they put a lot on his shoulders. Palace have had a very fundamentally sound midfield for years. It's never been that exciting. Conor Gallagher gets high up on the left, finds passes. He's got exciting wide players around him. Yeah, but it's very free. And You just enjoy watching it. Chelsea, it would never be as free as that. You'd be a lot more strict.
It's too specific, and there's too much tactic, and there's not enough.
And because he's not a 10.
Yeah.
He's not an 8. He really is he's kind of an 8. But
He
you're right.
is
It's
we don't play with one.
That deep line
it
double
would be
6.
okay if we don't play with 8s.
No.
Like, even in a 3-4-3, our 3, our 2 in the middle, they're not 8s. It's not even a 6 and an 8. It's almost like 2 4s or 2 6s. Like, we don't really play.
The higher you go up the league, though, centre midfield is much more of a specialist situation where you have a DM and he's a DM, and you have an 8 and he's an 8. And
Roles,
you know, coming from that, I don't even know how Conor Gallagher gets into that team. I'm thinking about
It's
that.
the double 6 though,
But
because he's at 8.5, 7.5, whatever. That double 6 role where you've got a deeper player and you've got him who can do the 8 and he can move into the 10 space and he can pull left. There is a lot of potential for him at Chelsea.
There's loads. And the one thing he is probably more than anything, because it's not like he's got the technique and technical ability of Hudson-Odoi, but he's sharp. Like, his mind is fast. Like, he knows where to be. He's got it.
Vieira loves him. Patrick Vieira loves him. Said he could do everything.
All right. Number 4 on our list. He's got 2 passports. Gabriel Martinelli.
Italian and Brazilian. Mafioso and Favela mashing up your right back. He's quality. He should be higher than this. He should be higher.
I feel like he's all potential, man.
Nah, the potential's...
That's what I'm... No, because again, he
reality now,
didn't
man.
watch the City match. He
didn't
doesn't
watch
watch
the City game,
us.
bro.
You
I
don't
do watch you, Zot. After I said I missed the City game, I do
Alright,
watch
the
you,
City
Zot.
game,
That's how I know
Cancelo
you're good.
was sweating,
I take pride in watching you, Zot, because I wanted to know exactly how bad you, Zot, was. And then now it's killing me watching you, Zot, because you're actually getting decent. I watch, man.
Listen, any good performance he's had for us has been elite.
No, he's very good.
You get me, bro.
But I know where Margs is coming from.
I wanted to like tie in together.
All those moments, they were moments. What he's done in the last 7-8 games, when he's replaced Smith-Rowe on the left and become Arsenal's left-sided inside forward winger, whatever, he's been the guy that has promised. Stevo once called him the future of football. He's looked like, I don't know if he's the future of
he's
football.
a different level.
That might be like, that's like the homo banner, isn't it?
No, he's quality. He's quality. He's quality, bro.
Do you think they took too long to put him in properly, though?
Yes,
No.
100%.
No, he's
I
got
think they
injury
did. I
issues
think
and
they
that.
did.
The way we're dealing with him is right. If we just sent him out there, he'd just be mash up, bro.
No, but
I'm
Lippy,
telling
at certain
you.
times, I can't lie to you. There was times that he was playing well and he would get taken out of the side. And for a young man, 20 years old, when you play well, you're thinking, all right, cool, at least I'm involved. He was out the squad. And to the point where Arteta had to come forward and say, do you know what? I've done my man a disservice. So I kind of feel like they've mistreated him a little bit. Like, Arsenal should have been playing him a lot more.
Because of Aubameyang, bro. And it, you know what I mean? It's like, do you
No,
want
he's
to go...
playing left wing, though. Aubameyang wasn't playing left wing for a little while. He's playing up front.
Yeah, but I don't know if they can play together, though.
Yeah,
Aubameyang
they
and
don't.
then-
If you play, if Aubameyang's in the team,
can't
Martinelli's not in that team, regardless of where it is.
Because it's not work.
You know
You need
what I mean?
Lacazette to hold the ball
Yeah,
up
like,
and
so
bring
it's
everybody
like-
else in. Like Lacazette's
I don't get twisted. I hear
so
what
much
you
better
mean.
than
I hear what
Aubameyang.
you mean. But the fact that he's brought
that.
him in now, it makes sense.
general,
bro.
man.
You know
No,
what I
of
mean?
course it does, but I felt sorry for him as an individual because he wasn't doing anything wrong. He had no reason to be out of the squad. He wasn't injured. And the way they were treating him, I feel like they were mismanaging
No, but he
him.
had a
And
lot
then
of
now-
quiet. He had a lot of quiet games. He had a lot of games where he weren't doing nothing.
He wasn't in. You don't understand where I'm coming from. You're saying quiet games. Nigga wasn't even there, my bro. He wasn't even in the squad sometimes.
But
And
when
I
he,
thought that's
when he
what-
was, it weren't like you're saying. These last 7 games, like where he's lighting the place up and doing it. Like this is the first time he's ever done this.
Nah, no, it's
Nah,
not. No,
you're
it's not.
chatting out your ass.
I'm not talking about the little patches. I'm talking about. I'm talking about putting the performances
5 or 6
consistently.
games
5
in
or
a
6,
row.
7
But they
games.
didn't
he's
give
done
him
this.
the opportunity to play 5 or 6
But
games.
has
They were
he
playing
played
for 1, 2.
since-
You
And
got to
then
earn the
top now,
opportunity.
in the league.
Why are you not moving like you know more than the gaffers are watching him each and every
I'm
day,
not
bro?
moving like I not earn more than a gaffer, but the gaffer came forward and
You gotta earn the opportunity.
The gaffer came on TV and apologized to
Listen,
Martinelli. So I don't know what you're talking
Aubameyang,
about, Giza.
we all agreed that Aubameyang was shit last season. You get me? Don't get it twisted. It would have been a big risk to just drop him and play a kid. Now Arteta said, "Fuck it. I gave you a full season last year, left flank. I'm gonna give the kid a go." Since it's coming,
I don't think it's that. I think he forced his way in, but I think time will probably favour Arteta on this because him coming in is also happens to be when Odegaard clicked, when Partey figured it out,
our
when
whole
Xhaka
team,
came
our
back
whole
from
team,
injury.
our back
And when
four
Aubameyang-
is
Yeah,
looking
it's
all
gonna-
right.
yeah,
So
so
it's like it's timing, bro.
He didn't bring him into a struggling team. He brought him into a team that was ready to go.
I think they timed it well. I think he timed it well.
For him, if I was him and I'm playing the way I'm playing, and because no matter what, that guy gives you 100%. Even if he didn't have a shot on field, he didn't get across it, that guy gives you 100%. Cancelo is still tired now. So I just don't understand how they dealt with a situation like that.
Well, because he was playing Smith-Rowe, because Smith-Rowe was scoring all the time.
But Smith was playing for the middle.
Now, because
playing
at
on
a
the
point
left.
last season, Martinelli
know.
still looked a little bit, maybe not last season, but season before.
So
You
he's
could
getting
tell
further and further
he's
to the right.
raw, innit? So it's like, can we trust this youth? Now you can see in it. If you play him, he'll be one of the reasons we play well. You understand? So now it's like, get out of there.
Can't you move over?
Why? Why can't?
I don't know. Just move to your left.
Back in, leaning over. Move over.
Come.
To which way? This way?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Leaning over on my neck.
I've got all this vim for Martinelli. I didn't even vote for him. What the fuck, man? But I rate him.
Did I put him first? Second? Yeah, I put him first. Martinelli's my
He's a bad boy.
no young player in the league can
He's a
do
bad
what he
boy.
does. I'm screaming that.
Oh, that's not a bad shot.
Martinelli is a
screaming that.
rude
No
boy.
young player in the
player
league.
in the
No,
league
no
can do
way.
it.
He's the-
Because I'd like Callum Hudson-Odoi to do a lot of what he does. But Callum Hudson-Odoi, again, the system has never been perfect for him. But
And the problem
Martinelli, the
is,
system's perfect for him right now.
Martinelli plays where Hudson-Odoi actually wants
to play. That's what
he
I mean,
very
yeah.
rarely plays
Yeah.
there, but that's where he wants to play. Yeah,
It's all like I say, it's all lined up perfectly for Martinelli right now. Good for him.
Again, he's come back from an injury. We got credit. I love giving players credit when they battle back from them deep
You know, we
injuries,
use
man.
that word chaos baller.
Yeah.
Tego,
Yeah.
I thought he was one of those.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna
know
lie.
you mean, yeah.
You know,
Suarez,
he's
Tevez,
nah,
isn't that
like,
help?
like
Yeah, that's the
Saint
elite
Maxim.
chaos baller. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm talking like Saint
that is a
Maxim.
chaos
Them
baller.
guys,
bro.
Just
Saint
them man
Maxim,
that
man.
they dribble
Traore.
like they have to
Nutmeg themselves.
Yeah, like, but it's like he's got is a nice little balance there because
He's class.
I think Ben White, or it might even have been Ramsdale played.
Yeah.
And he controlled it on the
Ramsdale.
sprint.
And he went with it.
Yeah, he just
man.
went with
He's
it.
different
And
class.
He's got that.
Yeah, that's rare.
You know what I mean?
That's rare.
He's
Mentality
got
for me, I
He's
rate
just-
it. His
he's
mentality
Brazilian,
is just
bro.
on
He's
it.
a Brazilian
in the
kid.
Pepe League and Mexican.
No, they don't have
No,
that.
that's what he
That's
thought he
what
was.
separates him
You
from
know,
them
one of the
kind
main
man, 'cause
things
he's
for
a
young
bitch.
players, especially young forwards, you see, like when you break into a team, mentally there's still a thing where you're not sure if you belong there, so you just play, not play within yourself, but you're not as fearless. But once everyone
Once
starts
the role's
backing
yours,
you,
and you
once
know.
you feel like it's you, oh my, that's an unlocked.
I think young forwards on the sides, when your strikers, their business is goals. They've got like 15k goal bonuses. The second you make a decision for yourself, and that striker goes, "You little cocky cunt," that's 15 bags for me, you prick. Pass me the ball. I think it can get into your head. I think Arsenal, they've got a decent. I don't know if the manager's, because he's a bit of a disciplinarian. If he's just like fucking, you listen to me, not the senior striker, not the boom boom boom. Martinelli just seems to like he takes players on outside when he could, because he's got
looks
enough
very
on the right,
trusted.
and he
He
goes
looks
in.
very
So it's a
trusted.
feel, hey, the wingers or wide forwards or whatever, would they not have goal bonuses? Or is that how much do you think that actually comes into play? I'm
lot.
talking
Oh, a lot, yeah, a lot,
on
yeah.
a pitch. Like,
lot, yeah.
are you thinking square it to me? That's
No,
15 bags.
if I'm 28 and I'm on my 5th contract and I'm 15k goal bonus, and you're 21 and
Pass
this
me
is
the
your
fucking
first
yeah,
ball.
but
proper
are you thinking it
contract.
because you want to score? Or are you thinking it's because I want that 15k? Actually,
No,
I want it to-
I think it just represents.
It's the same thing. It's like what came first, the chicken or the egg. Like, I
Exactly,
want to
yeah.
score.
Yeah,
I
it's
want
a
my
bit of
money.
both.
Like, I want to.
That's-
Like,
yeah,
you know
but
what I'm saying?
is that because that will affect essentially what is the best decision to make?
Of course it does. Look at United. They're rattled because they know my man's got like 60 billion goal bonus. The number 7.
I was taking
And Greenwood was saying, "Fuck that! I'm nicking it from everywhere."
But it's literally like
You know what I
if
mean?
you're a striker and you make the run and you feel like you've done it all right,
shit.
and the kid goes and does whatever, you're gonna turn to him and be like, "Kid, you're here to help me. Never forget, you're here to help me."
They shouldn't chat to him like that. His composure is ridiculous.
I'm talking even crossing the line. So how
Martinelli.
many times do you see the left forward go towards goal and the striker hit the channel, yeah? And then you're naturally, because you're thinking, nah, I've got to score this. I've got 50 bags on
I'm in
this
debt.
shot.
Most of them are in debt.
You're just gonna shoot. I don't like that. I don't like
I know,
those
it's
kind
not
of
the money.
bonuses.
It's not the money represents like.
I think it fucks up
because it's
kids.
the ego. The ego gets you there to begin with. The ego gets you to the dance. The ego gets you the goal bonus. The ego gets you the contract. The ego gets you the number 9 shirt. All of that. So if the kid is going into business for himself, when I made the run, I know me. You see it all the time, like when Wilfred Zaha, every time the ball doesn't reach him, he turns to every one of his players and goes, "You know you're here because of me,
No,
innit?
100%.
You know I'm the reason for the season.
If Ronaldo
This
don't
is
score
me.
20 league goals, he's gone. Remember, I told you.
I need to know what
Fuck
Lukaku's bonus is.
It's big.
Did any of you see Martinelli before he come to Arsenal? I know it's only the YouTube.
Nah, he was on the 4th tier of Brazilian football.
Whoa. No, difference between us, I guess. I could still see. Yeah, if you have to watch. You know the ones there though, innit? Fucking hell. If you're a scout and you go watch a guy with a Sunday league, yeah, don't do the Sunday.
No, listen,
No,
listen.
don't do he's in the playing in the fourth
How
league.
much time?
That's
Can
my way
you
to
do
say
it?
it.
Who did he
Time
used to
now.
play for? Who did
I'm
he
with
used to
Tego.
play
Yeah,
for?
Brazilian
I
football.
mean, not Tego, sorry. I'm with
My
Stevo.
man's watching the.
Yeah.
I'm with Stevo. You
not
can
with
see what you can
Stevo.
see.
So you
Yeah.
was watching the Amazon Rainforest League. Don't give me that.
On Prime. On Prime Plus.
I'm not saying that.
You didn't let me finish.
No, he's saying Stevo's saying it don't matter where he's playing. It's the eye test. I can see what I can see. And I can reckon that could translate into a better league and rah. You can see it if you can see it.
Donny said he was watching 4th tier Brazilian football. I just want to know.
I didn't say that. I said it was YouTube. If you listened.
We've had the Rio Miyachi, Joel Campbell, like, and do you know what it was? With my man, I just thought, you know what? Cool, we've got this kid. Let's just see what he can do. But the first match I saw him playing, I think it was some League Cup match or something, he scored twice. But he was going nuts.
Yeah, Eddie and Katie scored in his first League Cup game as well.
But he's short. He's got no facial hair.
We were there, actually.
So it's like, yeah. We got Eddie though.
So you didn't see him play then? That was the only question.
I'll tell you what though, Steve, you know a player when you see one. I was watching a Huddersfield game about a year and a half ago. I saw this kid, Luke O'Brien. It was like his second game. And I was like, I don't know why this kid's sick. He's a short little ginger midfielder. I thought he's sick. It might not be, might have been blonde. And I read this whole thing the other day about how he's ready for the Premier League and all this. I was like, oh, wow. Just one Huddersfield game. You know when you know.
You know when
Luke
you know.
O'Brien, keep an eye out.
Scout.
So you watch 4th tier Brazilian football, but you can't tell me what channel it was on.
I told you didn't listen.
I remember you saying that Colin said that they were talking about him in Brazil.
Mate, my best friend was playing in Brazil, told me, watch this kid. I went and watched. You should have done that as well. He probably told you.
Colin didn't tell me.
Okay, but so I went and watched, and I was just going to ask you the question: did you see? That's all.
Because he called him future.
I asked
football.
you. I picked
he
you
called him
because
future football
Colin
a few years
talks to you.
ago, and I always stuck with me because the way he said it. He said the future of football, by the way, and I was thought that's such a weird way of saying it. But you prove right.
Brazil's different though, man. They got gems out there.
I see something. I was gutted with his injury, but the fact he's come back and he's like, okay, he's gone up a level. He must have done that strengthening work, and he's looking sick, bro.
That's scary.
I remember he scored in his first 4, like he said, bro.
Now we'll go to number 3. This player was joint first in October 2020. Mason Greenwood.
He's a good player, isn't it? He's got a few things that
He ain't cracked on.
He's a finisher.
You said he has.
We've seen the truth about him now that the fans are back. Great player, both-footed, but when the pressure's on, pussy all.
he
He
don't
started the
come
season well, man. Don't do that. Mason started well, bro.
He scored 18, 17 league goals.
He probably
once,
suffers
you know,
from
and they
too
said
much
this was
confidence.
it.
Most
He's never
most
gonna
of
do
his
that again,
goals
mate.
last year came in like
How
the
about
last
that?
4 games or something, didn't they?
How about that, Paul? What's wrong with you?
I like him. He probably suffers from too much confidence.
You know what I'm
but
saying?
He's too young. He's too young not to be invested in the team. He's too young not to try and run back on these things. And when you see Ronaldo and them man there in front of you, you should pass him the ball, not just be rasping it from everywhere. But like he is cold. There's a few things that are a bit worrying about him. Stuff that's coming out of the camp. Like he wanted to go to England, and United was like, no. He was like, no, I need to worry about my United career. And there's funny things about him turning up late to training and just like got him in bubble wrap, just worrying about him. And you're thinking, right, mentally, is there anything there?
This
Not
is
sure.
crazy. You lot had him level with Foden. I said to you,
He still is the coldest.
He
still is
I
cold.
told you from early. Foden and Greenwood can't
He still is cold.
What I have written down in notes here is Lippy, Harry, and Scorcher were angry when Poet said Greenwood can't chat to Foden.
I told man
Greenwood can't chat to
He
Foden.
can't.
But
No, but do you know what it was? At the time, though, that loud that, bro, because that's a...
but look,
At the time, he was a madness. Loud.
Yeah, but in hindsight, I was right.
how difficult is it to judge these Man United players right now? It's impossible.
I don't care that much for form, you know, like little patches. I'm not that fussed
but
on
his
that.
form was frightening.
I look
Especially
at
that age.
I look at what Greenwood has, and he is a gunman. He is. It might not be in his little purple patch now, but he's a scary sight. Like I'm scared if he comes on against.
You can't
Chelsea,
let
I'm
him
shook.
through. You can't let him through,
And
yeah.
the whole not passing thing, it might not rub off well now because you don't want to give Ronaldo. But Ronaldo's only going to ras it into Rose anyway. It don't really matter. Just what I'm saying.
Dan, do you remember the start of the season when there was no Ronaldo? I liked watching United, and I liked watching Greenwood.
Oh, yeah,
was
it matters.
sick,
A lot
bro.
of players
Ronaldo
that
come.
have played with him, trained with him, all come away from him saying the exact same thing about his finishing, all of that. Yeah.
Oh, we saw him
Matters.
at Leicester. Yeah. The kid is quality.
Very good.
He
bro,
came off. He came off. I think at half time against Wolves.
He shouldn't have.
And
He
at,
shouldn't
and
have.
at half time, he had the most successful take on most touches in the opposition box. And he came off and he had a face that was a bit like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
No, but he was thinking, right, is man trying to really do the scapegoat thing with me because I'm the young
Hey,
guy?
can I come in there?
An out and out baller.
You see this, right?
Out and out.
So, going on what I was saying about Hudson-Odoi, you see Mason Greenwood's got all of the ability. He can shoot, can score. Maybe they're saying, you know what? The team. Just sacrifice yourself for the team. You'll get that when it comes.
So he needs to work a bit harder off the ball, of course, yeah. But I'm not sure if he's a wide forward. I think that's
Number
a
9.
9.
I don't know if he's a 9. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if he's a 9.
Margs has seen him a lot, and he's been pretty adamant for a few months that he's not a 9.
I don't think he's a 9. He doesn't do a lot of his business in the 9 role where you want it.
He's never played
in between
the
the sticks and that.
He don't play. I ain't seen him.
He's had a few opportunities there, but I'm saying even all his goals are cold, coming in, cutting in from the right outside the box, slamming it bottom corner. It's not like the bread and butter.
No, nobody wore the Skepta boots. Scored in the box.
Loons, by the way, said this to Margs, and Margs was fighting him on this show. That he's a wide player, and you were like, "Oh, you didn't want to pay attention. He was playing through the middle." I remember that.
I don't remember that. Is that in your notes? One sec, wait. Is that in your notes?
Different episode.
Then it didn't exist. Allow it. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. If it's not in the notes, allow me.
Loons, I got you. Even though you quit Filthy without telling anyone, I got you, Loons.
Leave a comment.
I'll rap this you know.
He plays from the wing, but he behaves like a 9, but from the wing. You know what I'm saying? So like, when he comes in,
He's a definition of an inside forward.
He don't go on the
He's
outside,
a real
does he?
never.
You know what's
never.
wrong, yeah? He's there at a really bad time, and I don't think he's got a lot of good examples to follow.
Same as Sancho.
Nah, bro, I'll be honest with you. For someone so young to bomb off his defensive responsibilities like that, and I know you're a gunman and you're a driller and you're going to score goals, but still, you're a young boy. The basics and that you should be doing. You shouldn't feel so confident to be able to be at Old Trafford and think that you don't have to track back like that and stuff like that. So there's a few things there that are worrying, but his ability is unquestioned. It's unquestionable.
I said buying Sancho would make him look shit, and now
He don't look shit.
it's made him look shitter. It's made him be shitter.
Everyone at
Greenwood
Man
come
United
off.
looks a bit shitter generally, right? But
Because of-
even
because
watching
of
him for Man United in
Jermaine
the
Pennant's
current
understudy.
system, where you're having this high press thing, I've seen him, because Cavani's been in that role the last couple of weeks where you got Ronaldo up. I'm not going to make this about Ronaldo, and Cavani does all this
dropping in like a
pressing for him.
midfielder.
And then Cavani off the ball has to drop in, so you become a 5 in midfield. And I see Greenwood doing that and having to press from midfield, pick up the ball on the edge of his own box to start things. And I feel bad for him because there's a lot he has to absorb tactically at his age. A lot of changes, a lot of confidence is low, and it's going to affect him probably more than it should someone like, Rashford or Ronaldo, whatever. But there is also a point at which I just want to take the pressure off him, because I said last week, my mind is so foggy about Rashford that I can't even remember him being good. Mason Greenwood is like, Manchester United go through such dark phases. I'm like, fuck me, man. Let this kid
Man, you
be
need to
great
let go
now.
of Pogba. Everyone will just start thriving, man.
Pogba ain't played in months.
Yeah.
Let go of him and stop letting this guy be around.
I like Greenwood without Ronaldo.
Remember, I told you that. All they do is put black boys in the gym over there.
He's a white boy.
It's
Greenwood's
like
alright,
jail.
man. Greenwood's dad's white.
It's like
Let's not
prison.
forget that. No, he's mixed race, but his dad's white, so that takes that says
That
a
is
lot.
That's a massive factor.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
That's a major factor.
Yeah.
I learned that from
He
girls.
could hang in there.
Yeah,
He's gonna be alright, man.
Jude Bellingham's
You know
dad's
what?
white, Come
Yeah,
on.
Bellingham's gonna be good as well.
Jesus
His
Christ.
dad's white,
Yeah,
fam.
everything's making sense. What about Walcott?
Number 2 on our list, I was going to say where he was. Oh, I can do it on my phone. It's fine.
Bakayoko.
Number 2.
Bakayoko.
What's his name, innit? What's his name?
Bakayoki or something like that. Is it Bakayoki or something, innit?
Number 2 on our list, and he was
Oh,
third.
Bukayo. Okay,
he
sorry.
was 3rd, October 2020. Everybody agreed, but back then it was all about his versatility.
I love that. I love it.
Number 2,
I love it.
Bukayo Saka.
I love
Oh,
it. But you should be above Foden. I'll be honest.
Really?
I believe so.
You don't believe
Should be above who?
I don't, but I'm gonna say
Foden.
that. I'm gonna say it for black people and for Arsenal. So let's go.
My brother is AFCON month.
Nah, it's African nation is right. It's African child.
Saka's
You know when I knew
special.
I was going to say this when I knew it was special, because after the Euros and they start everywhere they go, they're singing Rashford and Sancho let the country down, and Saka didn't even make the verse. I was like, no, this guy is protected. This guy is special. Spurs gave him rounds of applause.
Right winger who's fulfilling his potential here.
How many goals he scored and assists this year?
I'll look that up for you.
Can I
Steve.
ask you something, Tego? Do you still think he's Milner level? Do you not
No, I
think
didn't
he's...
say he was Milner level.
Do you remember when he said that?
I don't remember, but get
that's his prototype. I do believe that's his
But do you not
prototype.
think
You
he's
lot are
gonna
talking
be
about
better than
Milner now
Milner?
like he's 35. What about the young boy coming through these? Milner's a top boy. Milner was very, very good, bro. You are sick. You are sick.
What I'm trying to scream is he
A young boy, yeah, he fulfilled his potential. He's won everything he's supposed to do. He's done everything. He's won everything in the game. He's done everything he's supposed to do.
He's played 20
He's fulfilled his
years in the
potential.
Premier League.
He's a top boy. Milner's a top boy and he's very
We
good.
literally did this show 17 months ago.
Okay, so
We
I
did, a long
I can't
yeah,
even
sorry.
tell you when Milner's prime was. It's like the whole thing.
Milner's very good. But anyway, you see Saka.
No, that's a compliment. That's a compliment.
A prime of sevens.
He was 7.5
Yeah,
the whole time.
7.5.
Whole time.
Yeah.
Back to Saka though. Let's go.
Saka's got
man.
tons
Saka.
of ability. Obviously, you know he's very versatile and all that. Now the numbers are coming and stuff like that. I love about him the most is just that he does things the right way. He just seems like his head's screwed on. He just seems like he's gonna
You
be
sound like the
successful.
geezer talk.
I'm
Sound like
being
Don
serious.
Hutchinson.
Look, I'm
Hey, put a suit
being
on as
dead
well
serious. You
whilst
see,
you're out there, man.
for a young boy like that, when you hear him speak, when he takes interviews and all that, yeah, you just gotta be happy, bro. You gotta be safe with him and know that he's gonna fulfill himself. Bro.
I'm with you. Bukayo Saka couldn't hang around here. He couldn't hang around with you.
Nah, he couldn't.
But that's lovely because the world, it takes all kinds of people.
You need
to make up
people
the
like
world.
that in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it is though, yeah? Tego, you said, who's Arsenal going to get their final ball from?
Yeah.
And I said Saka.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
But he's great now.
No, but he's still. I think he was still,
he's still
add that
good.
later
Yeah,
on in his
but
career.
it's
I
not.
just
You're
think
right.
it's
You're
too early.
I
for
just
him.
want to. Yeah, thank you.
Do you know what? At one point, I
sorry.
was convinced he was a left back.
I think City. I think if
I was
he'd have gone to
convinced Saka was a
City,
left back.
if he'd have gone to City, he'd be a left back,
Let's be
and
real.
people
he
would
could
be
play
talking
there.
about how great of a
He'd
left
go
back
there.
he is.
He could boss left back. It's
Play
just right
anyway.
now he's bossing right wing.
And that's
No,
where
that's
he
where
needs
he's
to
gonna
stay. That's
stay.
where he
That's
needs
where
to
he'll
Yeah, I
stay.
think he will stay.
Yeah.
I think he will
Yeah.
stay there. He's grown a little bit. You get me?
He's
I
good,
just think,
man.
you know what? It's just a testament to him. I take a look at him, Sancho, and Rashford, and the only one to recover from the penalties.
Probably my height, 6 foot now. Yeah. Don't you remember Saka used to be little?
He's
He was
still little.
His
100%.
name's Little Chilly,
No,
that's
he's
his
like
nickname.
5'11 now. 100. He's grown.
No,
That's
I
Still
ain't
little,
seen
bro.
that.
I can't lie
Bro,
to you.
look at him. He's not little.
You don't
no
stop
more.
growing till
5'11
21.
is still little.
Yeah, but not
That's
like how
6
he
inches-
was
that's 6
small.
inches above
He
average
was
height
like
for a female.
not as small as Lamptey, but he was one of them low center of gravity man when
Yeah.
he first landed. He's not that
taller
no
now.
more.
I'm gonna have
He's
to
not
look
that
at
no
him.
He's
more.
still small,
Look
I'm
at
sorry,
him, bro. Look
but-
at him. Look at him on the pitch. He's not short no more.
6 foot, yeah.
You grow at them ages, right?
till you're 21,
and he's
22.
definitely
Hey,
got taller.
his last time he was measured, he was about 5'10" and a half.
Wow. See, there you go. And he wasn't that when he first landed. No way.
How long does he stay at Arsenal?
Because that's my height, 10 3/4.
Forever. Fuck it.
Where's he stay at Arsenal? Inshallah. That's a big inshallah.
Yeah, but me and
Because
Lippy
that's
talked about
big
this the other
money.
day. One
Big money
thing
there.
Arsenal have got there
Big money there. Big
is
money.
they've got
Future.
this really good young team, whatever. But when have you ever known like
He can't. He.
everyone stay forever?
Let's
Doesn't
be
happen.
honest,
It
bro.
doesn't happen at
He
all.
need. If we're not like almost challenging soon, he's gone, man.
Because I hear Liverpool
Martinelli,
chatting. I hear
I'm
Liverpool
screaming- I'm
chatting.
screaming
Man City,
We've got him for
he'd be
2
a Man
more
City
seasons.
player. They
You'd be
would love him at
crazy.
Man City.
That Arsenal project looks juicy. I'm looking around the whole world. Where are you getting a
You've
better
got
project?
Barcelona with a
Manchester
bag
City.
of prick kids
That you can actually get
that
in,
is
bro.
all better than
You don't think Saka
Saka,
plays
no,
at Man
no, I
City?
do not think he's
Saka,
better than
Martinelli.
Mahrez.
Martinelli.
No, not even him either.
He is.
He's not better than Mahrez, no.
Mahrez.
Yeah.
What?
In a year,
I don't think he gets
in a
City.
year,
I
2
said
years time, he
abroad,
plays
like
for Man City, no
Barca,
question.
Real, they ain't got the kids right now.
They ain't
Barca.
going over there. They ain't over there.
Bro, he's better than that little fat you. What's his name?
So hang on. What I'm saying is,
Fat Boy. He is better than Fat Boy.
I'm saying the
They called him Ansu Fat Boy.
I've watched it. Nah, Fat is quality. He's got the 10, and that's why I hate him, though.
Arsenal project's a good project, I'm saying.
Nah, 100%.
Yeah,
He
but
should stay.
it's not.
He's a
If you
Brazilian
look at a
Italian.
young player at a decent team and say, he'll Steven Gerrard his career in 2022, you're spitting in the sky.
I don't think he will, but I'm saying Arsenal's a good point. Where's he
Back in
going?
your face.
Imagine if Juventus want him. Come and
It'll
get
be
the
a
number 10.
nah. It's Premier League. It's
Or
Premier League.
Barca will go.
Saka
Nah.
is progressively getting better as well. Like
No,
all the
Saka
things that
won't go.
I'm
He's
like,
too
oh,
dark
you need to
skinned
do
to
this,
go
you need to
Spain.
do that. He's doing it. Like I said, numbers on the board. Man's getting important
I
goals.
think
Manchester
Martinelli's
City.
the one we could lose.
Top of your head, do you know what's his numbers? I want to know his numbers.
This season, I'm not quite sure.
In the Premier League, obviously, at time of recording, because they've played the game since then, he's got 6 goals, 4 assists in 20 in the Premier League.
Wait, how old is he?
Martinelli?
19,
Saka.
20?
Saka.
And then you take a look at his contributions within a game. Like, he is such an important player for Arsenal.
very
He's
important,
20 years old. He's leaving.
I think
don't
goals and
blame him.
assists there's still levels
Please
of it
don't
to come. I think Arsenal need a better forward. That will help him score. That will definitely help him get more assists. He's the truth, man. I think we've done enough on Bukayo Saka, unless you've got something to add, Piqué.
Nah, I just want to go straight to Foden.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Let's
he's
talk
not on
about
the
it.
list. 22.
Yeah. What?
Number 1 on our list. And he was joint number 1 last time. Phil Foden.
What the fuck's going on?
Aguero picked him up at 16 years old in an interview in the preseason.
Can
Aguero
we talk
goes,
about that
this
boy
is the future.
In
Aguero.
a long, like, this is the guy.
I think a lot of people in England knew him before.
Come on,
around
is
that
it?
time at 16.
He's from Argentina.
No,
Aguero,
I knew
but
about Zach.
Yeah, because
Brown.
even Aguero don't even speak English.
It's hard, it's mash.
His heart is mash. That stopped him learning English.
Nah, if he could speak English, he could have said doctor. Like,
He couldn't tell him.
I'm feeling the thing, yeah. He's just like, gracias.
He just tried to do what I done, sign language.
Yeah, like.
This is the only show that even begins to make a joke about.
Are we
Sergio Aguero's
violating
heart.
about a man's cardiac condition? Just
One of the best
casually.
ever.
We
Big up
interviewed
Ericsson as
Aguero.
well, you don't know.
When we interviewed Aguero, he wasn't even trying to speak English.
Yeah.
He wasn't even
He
making
didn't
an
give a
attempt.
shit. Yeah, he didn't give a shit.
I've met him. He can speak English, but he don't.
He just don't give a
My
fuck.
guy.
Don't give a
Like Pochettino in the early years. had an
Yeah,
interpreter.
Poch weren't learning for nothing.
These Argentinians, you know. I rate them.
What team was it that if you don't learn... Oh, it's in Spain, Real Madrid. If you don't learn the language, like they hate it. The fans
That's
hate
Bell. Bell. Man, are saying hola to him. He's just looking at him. Real Halal Madrid.
Hola, where's Hola?
Do you know Gareth Bale made jeans for himself and they're only available for him?
Most talented English player since Gascoigne.
He put his hair like that.
Best trim.
Well, there's Wands.
He's got a wicked trim.
Wands, wand of a left foot. Then we got that cliche.
Do you say most talented player? It's because of the style of play. It's technically gifted, so he might be the most technically gifted one.
Right.
But I don't know about
See that
talented.
defensive you know where that comes from.
Why? What? Because of Rooney.
Wazza.
Yes, Wazza. Yes, Wazza. Yes, Wazza. Yes,
I'm not
Wazza.
saying it's not. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Just be
No,
upfront with your argument. Be upfront
I
with your
was
argument.
upfront. I was going to say, you didn't even let me land. You didn't let me land.
Say it with your chest, guys.
I was going to tell you. Wazza
That's
was
back ending your
Bro,
argument.
Wazza was chopping grannies,
I
bro.
got Gerrard over Foden.
Okay, that's
What?
fine.
I got Gerrard over
Not
Foden
talent-wise.
right now. Yeah.
Not talent-wise.
Yeah.
I remember Gerrard at 21. He was getting
Brother,
buoyed by
pace
Vieira.
for it.
Buoyed by Vieira. He came out.
21-year-olds should get buoyed by Vieira.
I said this.
Foden don't get buoyed.
He would by
Foden don't
Vieira.
get buoyed by
Vieira.
I didn't say
Buoyed
by
by
Vieira.
Vieira.
I'm just saying Foden don't really get buoyed.
He plays
When I
on
see
the. They're
Foden-
hiding him from
Stop
the
me, man.
left.
Help me out, man. I want you. No, Foden, I'm sorry. Foden is an elite
top
talent.
baller, top baller,
Elite
top
talent.
baller.
He's going to be here for years. We're going to speak about him for time. He's just.
Saka's going to
a
surpass
complete
him,
baller.
though. And
Will he
Smith-Rowe.
stay at City? He seems like a player that would. I know many don't.
I think
see
he will
him
be the
staying,
English
but-
boy.
You know what? The grass.
He'll be
is
their
al-
English
The grass
boy.
is always greener. I think if there's one place in the world where we've learned that the grass is rarely greener, although Sane will tell you the grass is greener. Not many people say there's greener grass than Man City's grass.
Nah,
It's
that's
crazy
green.
over
That's
there.
Astro
That green,
time.
we
That's Astro time.
we went there. It's
That's
green.
free. That's 4G.
Aguero did a decade and didn't have to learn English.
And then look
that's
what
green
happened.
grass.
Left foot-
They fly that grass in.
Left for a season, can't play football no more. It's real. No, I'm not even joking, bro.
I think that a lot of the new kids are kind of changed the culture a bit and they want to go abroad.
Barca?
But I think they all go abroad to come back home and make it anyway. Like City,
Oh, that's earlier on. Yeah.
there you go. The English boys, I don't think they have no real aspirations to go and do the Madrid and
This is
whatever.
Super League.
man.
Foden
It's
ain't-
now.
Foden's here. Foden
This
ain't going
is
nowhere.
Super League.
Yeah.
Nah, Super League
if
too.
Gareth Bale didn't learn English, didn't learn Spanish, Foden ain't learning Spanish.
I couldn't play against Foden or Greenwood or anyone in the top 10. certain 21-year-olds, I still couldn't play against them, but I look better than against. Yeah.
Against Foden, man, will look like a mess.
No, against
Yeah, yeah,
Foden,
yeah.
man,
That-
will
that-
look-
coming and going,
you
yeah.
will stop playing football against them kind of
pace
footballers.
like that, and he's on the left
No,
wing
but
just
that's the worst
rocking,
thing.
man.
Yeah. Because you know what he does? He just spins
Yeah,
up.
it's-
And he, them men are just
His
always on the
IQ is
move.
fake.
Always.
His IQ's
My
fake.
man's running
bro.
like Kaká. He's got close
I would love to
control,
witness that
like,
because you see the thing,
mad.
like you see that
Expect
with the
him to
pro
bounce it, he
ballers,
don't
yeah.
bounce it, yeah.
You see that with the pro ballers, you look at them and say they're dead and all that. But if you've been around them, like I could imagine, like man say that Aaron Wan-Bissaka's rubbish on the ball. I could imagine if he came to the park and played with a normal man, man are gonna say he's cold. No, but I'm saying I couldn't imagine what it would be like to play football with Foden in that that must be out of this world, like.
Thank you everybody for watching once again. What a group of fantastic guys.
That's
and
what I'm
PK
saying,
Humble's
bro.
here as well.
Fuck
by the
all
way.
the other podcasts. You lot ain't on shit. Big
Filthy
up
at 5.
Sharky's podcast only.
FilthyAt5.com. Subscribe to the channel and let us know your top
Free
10
my
under
dog, them.
21s. And someone just explained the Greenwood conundrum to me because it's hurting my soul. I want to like him that much.
Shout out Congo.
Shout out Congo all day. I need to piss.